When looking at the shapes of the hand, we need to simplify as much as possible. So in this simplified diagram here, I've given you several key shapes to look for in terms of placement of muscle structure and fat deposits. Notice in the anatomical representation down here that the hand is actually primarily comprised of tendon and bone. It has actually very little muscle mass, but knowing where those muscular forms are is very important. Also, bear in mind that the rest of the shape, the fullness of some of these masses, is actually filled in with fat. So we actually can see in this representation here, we have fat deposits or pads. And they essentially cover a lot of the bony mass in the bottom of the hand. And as these areas rise and become fuller, we notice that the middle of the hand starts to deepen. So that's where we actually see folds occur. It's very similar to what we actually see on the bottom of the foot. Also bear in mind the planar aspect. So even though this entire area are the metatarsals, the hand actually comes straight into the base here, we want to try to group them as much as possible, giving the back of the hand kind of a rounded convex shape. Then we can start to delineate and simplify the shapes as we move our way into the phalanges here. So essentially, if you look at this, we actually see multiple repeated shapes. We see that each one of these bones is actually squared more at the top and then rounded at the base. We can see that rounding occurring right here. Again, squared like a box and then rounded again at the base, repeated over and over again. And that's typically the pattern that we're looking for in terms of the skeletal structure and how it influences the shapes of the hand.